We'll have a more seasonable afternoon on our hands with plentiful amounts of sunshine. Humidity still in check for now, with temperatures in the 80s to the east, around 90 though to the west. And that is a sign of what's to come on multiple occasions as we head through the rest of your upcoming work week. Lows tonight, either side of 60, partly to mostly clear skies. Not as cool as last night, but still not bad. Then we have to face the heat coming. We'll talk about that and the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up. But until then, Midday in KELOLAND starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
New this midday, authorities have confirmed 3 people died in a fiery crash in Interstate 90 construction zone. The latest on the investigation coming up.
A 4th indictment against former President Trump. I'm Cristian Benavides in Atlanta with details of the charges against the GOP frontrunner and 18 others.
Good afternoon and thanks for having us in. We're learning more about a deadly crash that shut down Interstate 90 for several hours. Investigators say a pickup was just west of Sioux Falls just at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon when the truck started sideswiping other vehicles, then crossed into the eastbound lane and hit an RV head on. Both of the vehicles started on fire and the smoke could be seen from miles away. This is the view from our Parker live cam. That's close to 30 miles away. Authorities say the fire was so bad that they've been unable to confirm the identities of the 3 people who died or even the make and model of the RV. At this point, all we know is that 1 person died in the pickup and 2 people died in the RV. As the Highway Patrol investigated, authorities were able to detour some cars from the interstate, but as you can see in this video, semi-trucks were unable to get off the road for hours. Sioux Falls police are looking for an armed robber. A man walked into the Golden Coin Casino on North Kiwanis Avenue around 1 o'clock this morning. Police say he pointed a gun at the clerk and got away with cash. Police are working on getting surveillance video of the crime in hopes of identifying the thief. We will post on KELOLAND.com as soon as it's released. Turn our attention now to weather. We are going to feel some notable heat before too long. It already feels fairly warm out there, Adam, but it's going to get notably hotter.
Yeah, this is at least seasonable warmth that we're going to be dealing with today. Wednesday is a preview of what we're going to be watching as we hit the weekend and even the start of next week. So get ready. We're not done with summer by a long shot. 77, though, that's a view to the northeast on our Aberdeen camera. 9-mile-per-hour breeze out of the southwest, 77 the air temperature, and really it's an honest 77. More blue skies over downtown Sioux Falls. That's a beautiful view. 77 as well, but a southwesterly breeze at 6 miles per hour. We're at 80 in Sisseton as well as Winter, 83 for Phillips, 76 Yankton, 71 Worthington, 76 Marshall and Watertown, 84, one of the warmer spots right now in Rapid City, 81 in Pine Ridge, with not much of a breeze to speak of, 5 to 10 miles per hour across much of the region. But you notice the direction. Yesterday it was out of the north. Today it's out of the south by southwest. That is a warmer direction, and that is certainly going to bring in the heat as we head into your day on Wednesday. Beyond that, we don't really have a whole lot of anything going on with satellite and radar. A few bits of fair weather cloud cover like you saw on the Aberdeen camera a little bit earlier, but that is just about all she wrote there, as any actual feature to watch is still a good ways away. High pressure is centered down toward the Kansas-Nebraska border. That's doing more than enough to keep things quiet today. And while, yes, there is a frontal boundary up toward the Canada border with North Dakota, that's not the boundary we're watching for Wednesday. That's going to be a different cold front that comes in at a much faster pace from Alberta and eventually sweeps on through Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night. Ahead of that boundary, it is going to get rather hot. Not like today, though. It's, again, going to be seasonable. That's the key word. Upper 70s to low to mid-80s across southeastern KELOLAND today, including 77 for Worthington and Spencer, 82 here in Sioux Falls, 85 toward Mitchell, Wagner at 83. Again, close to average for this time of year. Up to the northeast, low to mid-80s from Sisseton to Huron and Aberdeen to Canby. But to the west, we pick up a little bit more heat. We're in the upper 80s and low 90s in many locations, like 90 for Pierre and Rapid City, 89 Winter and Valentine, 94, though, for Phillip and Buffalo. And if you think that's hot, wait until we get to the 7-day forecast. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Thank you, Adam. The High Limit Sprint Car Series is making its first appearance at Houston Speedway in Brandon. The series was created last summer by NASCAR star Kyle Larson and reigning World of Outlaws champion Brad Sweet. Every race on the schedule is run on a Tuesday or Wednesday, with Larson winning 3 times in 7 outings this season.
I mean, the guy drives anything and everything. I mean, it's so cool to see somebody like that in our sport do what he's doing, because I don't think we'll ever see it again.
The grandstand at Houston Speedway opens today at 4:30, with hot laps starting at 6:30. Michael Oher, former NFL tackle known for The Blind Side, has sued to end the Tuohy's conservatorship. He accused Sean and Lee Ann Tuohy of lying to him nearly 2 decades ago by having him sign papers making them his conservators rather than his adopted parents. The petition filed asked for the conservatorship to be terminated, along with asking for a full accounting of the money earned off the use of his name and story. The Oscar-nominated movie The Blind Side was based on Oher's relationship with the Tuohys. Former President Donald Trump is facing a new indictment naming him and 18 allies in an alleged criminal conspiracy to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia. As Christian Benavidez reports, these are serious state charges for which there is no such thing as a presidential pardon.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
That January 2021 phone call between outgoing President Donald Trump and Georgia's Secretary of State launched a 2.5-year investigation, culminating in a criminal indictment handed up last night.
The defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result.
The 41-count indictment names Trump and 18 of his allies, including Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani. Trump himself is facing 13 felony counts, including violating Georgia's RICO Act, a racketeering law used to take down major crime organizations.
What you have is a mandatory minimum sentence for anyone who's convicted. It's a punishment of 5 to 20 years. So there's no walk away from this. There's no probation on this.
Trump has continually maintained his innocence, and in a statement, his legal team accused the DA of trying to force through and rush the indictment. The Fulton County District Attorney has asked all 19 defendants, including the former president, to surrender here in the next 10 days. Trump is currently the GOP frontrunner in a bid to get his old job back. Many of his Republican competitors are set to debate in Milwaukee next week.
For now, Trump allies tell CBS News he's leaning against showing up in Milwaukee and instead is focusing on rallying his own supporters as he faces down all of these indictments.
Those include the documents case at his Florida home, the January 6th case in Washington, D.C., and the New York hush money case, all amounting to more legal trouble than has ever faced a former U.S. president. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Atlanta.
Unlike the 3 other criminal cases against Trump, cameras are expected to be allowed in the courtroom.